Welcome back to another Dragon Ball FighterZ Before You Buy video, guys. This time we're taking a look at Videl, and I already know what the community at large is going to say. But before you do, let me let you know, if you have a DLC character you'd like me to take a look at, leave them in the comments down below. Now, since we are talking about DLC characters, if you're really interested in staying up to date with this game and its DLC, you're definitely going to want to subscribe, because I'm going to be bringing you all of the news regarding that stuff. Now, getting started, this is going to be a character I cannot recommend you buy at all. Period. Done. Video over. Cut. We can go ahead and wrap this up. But let me explain why. This is going to be a little bit of a different before you buy. Because of that, I do kind of want to spend a little portion of this video talking about how they can go ahead and make her better. Now, obviously, a lot of people love this character and her gameplay mechanics. And if you enjoy the character from the anime or the manga, then go right ahead and buy her. The reason the community at large dislikes Videl is because she lacks a simple mechanic that literally every other character in the game has. And that's the ability to reflect. You see, her ability to reflect is instead stripped away and replaced with the spot dodge mechanic. While the spot dodge is fun and it does go ahead and provide for some interesting interactions, it simply just is not as good as the reflect. The reflect allows you in order to get the opponent away from you, which is really important in this game. Not to mention the fact that a successful spot dodge doesn't mean or equate to the same as a successful reflect. A successful reflect will see to it that the entire attack that you're reflecting doesn't hit you. But the spot dodge still leaves an opportunity for you to go ahead and get nabbed. Her tools are pretty good. You see, with this character, you're gonna get a pretty decent light attack with a pretty okay auto combo. Nothing special here, with the third hit of hers being a little bit of a grab. Her medium attack is actually really good, and if you hit the medium attack, you can actually throw another medium attack immediately after. Her down medium, although the frames aren't the best on it, with a startup of 16 frames, it does travel a pretty decent range. When you have other characters with similar moves that hit low for their medium, and also extend a pretty far range, but their frames are much better, you begin to really ask yourself why it's necessary for Videl to get hit with 16 frames on her low medium. Her low hitting light attack is once again pretty standard, her 2H is pretty vertical, and her heavy attack is pretty short range, but it's passable. Her aerial moves are also pretty standard, with jumping light, jumping medium, and jumping heavy attack all being pretty decent. And her neutral isn't bad. I know the general community doesn't like her neutral, and then she kind of gets bashed on it, for her special attack, where Gohan goes ahead and charges towards the opponent, is actually pretty good. It also allows you to go ahead and vanish on it, which allows you to get in on the opponent pretty easily. And the same can be said for her jumping special as well. Gohan comes in at an amazing angle. If a Videl player knows how to use those two special attacks well, they can be a force to be reckoned with in neutral. However, her down special is not all that good at all. And her down special in air kind of has some loose tracking on the opponent, but it's not all that great because Gohan is going to come in front of the opponent, meaning the opponent simply needs to kind of walk a couple of steps backwards in order to fully evade Gohan. This not only increases the distance between you and the opponent because they just moved back, but Gohan whips entirely, making it completely useless in neutral, and if you do manage to hit it, you can't get a combo off of it. Now, something I absolutely adore about this character, she's got some really fun mix-ups and some pretty interesting tools that not a lot of characters have. You see, not only can she press forward and heavy in order to go into a little bit of a barrage of attacks, but she can also press down light in order to flip behind the opponent and kick him, down medium in order to do the same, but this time create a little bit of a bounce, and down heavy in order to create more of a vertical bounce. When you add on top of that she can perform a rekka with the quarter circle forward, light, medium, and heavy, she becomes a really fun character. And the mix-up potential only gets better once you go ahead and you incorporate the quarter circle back, light, medium, and heavy, which is a bit of a command grab. Which, mind you, all of these special moves can be performed in the air as well. And while the forward heavy might not be able to be performed in the air, the down, light, medium, or heavy can be performed in the air. Which this brings us to the next topic, being mobility. Videl has probably the most aerial mobility of any character. With the exception of Zamasu, obviously because he can fly, Videl has the ability to change her trajectory in a crazy amount of ways through the utilization of these attacks, and a good Videl player will do exactly that. It certainly is great to move around the screen and make yourself much harder to catch. So Videl is a character that I think really could be amazing, and in her current state, she's simply just not. A lot of her attacks are very unsafe on block, and she lacks that integral mechanic that everybody else has, being the reflect. And honestly, I think if the developers just changed like one or two things about this character, she'd be much better off for it. If they gave her the option to spot dodge as well as reflect, that alone would be a massive increase. If they gave Captain Ginyu a whole level 3 that wasn't previously there, they can certainly give Videl the means to reflect and maintain her spot dodge. Also, a boost to her damage would be incredible because she is an extremely weak character, forcing you in order to go ahead and get 3 to 4 combos on somebody before you kill them, in a game where most characters can kill you if they touch you twice. If you want to get the mediocre damage an average character can get, you're gonna have to do some much more difficult combos that other characters can literally just do their standard B&Bs and blow her damage out the water. On that note, she does have a lot of supers, just to kind of go over them. She's got the level 1, which you can combo after with a super dash. She's got a counter super level 1, which is pretty excessive and a great way in order to throw salt in the wounds on your opponent. She's got her level 3, which is one of my favorite level 3s, to be honest. I think it's animated beautifully. And then she has a wake-up level 3 as well. Anyway guys, that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts on Videl in the comments down below. And once again, we cover the characters you want to see. So let me know what character we should do next in the series. If you enjoyed today's video, let me know by hitting the like button. And for those of you guys who are here, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be keeping you up to date with all of the latest news for the newest DLC character in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.